All right, so you're gonna notice you're getting a lot of content lately, right? But I have a good idea of what I want to do and what I'm doing. I don't know what my niche is, but that's all right. We're gonna fucking run through it. Various content. I also have opinions. I want to talk about some shit. Let's talk about this shit with Asmon. There's stupidity going on towards Asmon, and it's fucking crazy to me. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. I got some clips. I want to start talking about some shit on this channel too. If you don't really know me, you're gonna get to know me, and I want to know you. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know your opinions. Talk to me and I'll talk back, you know? So we have a lot of ignorant and dumb people that think they're super smart right now, which is a huge fucking problem. Give me anything scholastically and I'll fail it. I promise you. Other than like spelling, you know, let me read a fucking book. You'll laugh at how, you know, how ridiculous it is. I learn in a whole different way, but I am super perceptive, logical. I'm intelligent. I'm an open thinker, you know, or I'm an open-minded thinker. I don't think in fucking these little confined boxes. If I am supporting people on the right because I like what the fuck they got going on, I will 100% flip on them as soon as they show me they're liars, can't be trusted, and not doing things in the best interest of the people in this country, including me and any of my fellow men, no matter what the fuck your politics are. It's when you start defending things that are harmful, stupid, disruptive as fuck, because you got some crazy idea that you know what's best for everybody and you're going to willfully change it, engaging in trickery to try to rug pull a country from under people's feet that don't want their country to get fucked up. They don't want communism. They don't want socialism. They want their fucking country. We want our country, okay? And whether I agree with people on the left, whether I agree with people on the right, and I want to stay in the fucking center, and sometimes I'm more right than whatever, because I cannot take the craziness that is going on the left. Now, we have Asmongold, okay? We have Asmongold. Dude, I think Asmongold's awesome, right? I do not agree with a ton of shit he says, because he holds a lot more left-leaning views than I would, but I get why he does it, and I understand where he's coming from with it. He doesn't ignorantly and just blindly defend things that don't make fucking sense just because people that may align with him more than don't like something. Like, they don't want anybody to have guns. If he believes in the Second Amendment, you see, the people that mostly agree with him, they're like, oh, well, now you're a piece of shit. You're far right. We can't talk to you, even though you agree with everything else we say. But if you don't agree with everything, well, you can't exist and you're stupid. You're stupid, you're dumb, you're racist, you're homophobic. It's like, whoa, wait, we're talking about guns. Where'd racism come in and where's homo? Oh, it all has something to do with it, because see, if you go down the line here, and they go down this whole fucking rabbit hole of things that do not make sense or doesn't even matter anymore, right? I'm bringing this up as to say, people take you on a ride, on a journey, because they're trying to out-talk you. They're trying to outwit you on things that aren't even fucking relevant at this time of engagement, okay? And when you get confused, I got you. And they play on that and try to make you seem stupid or ignorant about the situation at hand that you are talking about. Some people are really well versed in manipulation. It's just manipulation. It doesn't make you right. It doesn't make anything great. People need to recognize this manipulation and stop it, because it doesn't help a debate. The propaganda doesn't help people learn. It doesn't help people understand things. It doesn't help people see where they're wrong. It just tries to make people believe in absolute lies to cover up this shit that their party that they're favoring is doing. Asmongold right now is getting shit left and right, because he said protesters shouldn't be able to block cars and stop people from getting to work. Definitely go over to Asmon's page, show some love. If you don't know who he is, what are you, living under a rock or something? Go check him out. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I really like his content. I really like what he's about, who he is. Yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy. Show him some love to combat the stupid ass hate and the dumbass comments from dumb bitches. You know what I mean? Because it's fucked up. But yeah.
TikTok influencer responds to Asmongold. Okay, good. Here we go.
Popular Twitch streamer Asmongold tweeted out, "You're not protesting for Palestine by preventing some minimum wage worker from getting to work on time. Get out of the road."
Yes, I did
And
say
I
that.
might be making a mistake, but I'm going to engage with this in good faith.
I feel like that's such a weird thing to say.
There are two significant layers to this issue. The first is the one that I'm sure Asmongold has already had yelled at him plenty of times, which is that protests are supposed to be disruptive. That's their entire point. Asmongold being
yeah, they can be disruptive, but they can't break the law, because if you use the argumentation at anything that's so if the rationale is that anything that you do in a protest in the process of being disruptive is okay, well then why can't we just burn down your house? Why not? It's disruptive. Why not?
The crazy part is that he's saying it as like, you wouldn't do that and burn someone's house down in protest. But the sad part is that they fucking would. And they would be like, what do you mean? It's a protest. It's what we're supposed to do. Got to disrupt, got to destroy everyone's shit that had nothing to do with anything. Because that's what a protest is. I'm honestly just surprised they are not going ham on calling him a fascist over this.
There's no logic or reason to it, and nobody actually believes this. And this is the problem, is that you're standing on a platitude that can't be applied to any other situation other than the situations that you explicitly are okay with in these tiny little narrow lines of thinking. And this is what I was saying before, right, about how a lot of people's reasoning and rationales for things are completely self-referential. There's no actual principle to this. This is a conclusion that was then worked backwards to create a justification for it. Logic and reasoning that cannot be applied to any other situation other than itself is almost always bad logic and bad reasoning. And this is, I think, a great example of that.
Asmongold, being a good old Texan boy, I'm sure would agree that if somebody read about the Boston Tea Party and went, "Oh my, I don't see how throwing tea in the harbor and damaging the product of a private company is going to help the colonials fight against the crown," he would think they're kind of silly. But the second layer of this is...
Okay. So, the Boston Tea Party. Number one, you're not a revolutionary fighter. You're standing in the road. Like, let's just dial this down. Number two, they had no representation. The truth is that here in America, you do have representation.
Like 100%.
You can vote. You couldn't vote King George out of England. And I understand that some people might not like the fact that our government works the way that it does. However, you do have the option to vote for candidates that will push issues that you like.
100%. And this guy talks about things that are silly, and then he says something silly like that.
A monarchy to the way to protest in a democratic republic. These are two completely different things.
That's a get owned moment right there, buddy.
The party happened is because you couldn't vote against it. There was no option to vote. We have the option to vote. We have the option to change politics as a reflection.
Honestly, they got to get their mind right, because this frame of thinking is just so stupid. I can't, you know? Jesus Christ.
Vote. They rioted. They decided to burn everything down. Nothing would work. Let's keep going.
This is what the protesters are actually protesting, which is our tax dollars going to fund the side comma Jenny of the Palestinian people.
I think it depends, right? So, like, you have a lot of the protesters who are very active in, like, colleges, and that's because the colleges, they want the colleges to divest from things that are beneficial to Israel. But we could be talking about, like, two different types of protests. So, yeah, but this is also another factor. He's right about this.
For any disruption to the economy at large does, in fact, help support the Palestinian people.
Then go burn down a Walmart. Then go on a shooting rampage. Then burn down people's houses. If the argumentation is that any disruption to the economy is good because it supports the Palestinian people, well, then just go blow up a building. See, and this is...
It's like such delusional copium to say, oh yeah, man, you know, if I destroy a Walmart or this, you know, blah, 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 set this on fire, I'm directly helping the Palestinian people. And this guy's like, yeah, man, that's all contributions to making sure they're going to be okay. How in the
But this
world is
another
that going to
great
help?
example
Also, why do the
of people
civilians
using
have to pay for what other countries do?
They are deciding what they believe is right, and then they are justifying it. I don't think these protesters will advocate that behavior. What about other protesters that do?
Why can't you stand on the side of the road with your fucking signs, yelling whatever you want, saying what it is that you are protesting about, and getting your voice heard? If you're not obstructing people's everyday life and making it hard for them to live, these people may pay attention to what you're saying. And they may not. But they definitely are not if they're trying to get to work, or they're trying to get their kid from school, or maybe it's an emergency and they need to get to a hospital and there's a traffic jam, or they're being stopped by a fucking group of morons who are a human blockade, okay? Which is fucking crazy, because if I have a car and you're just people, if I wanted to take the car and drive it right through you, there is 100% nothing you can do to stop that from happening at that fucking time. Why would people be so confident as to just stand there like no one would do that? Well, because 90-something% of people aren't gonna fucking do that because they don't want to hurt other people. They're not trying to take your life from you because you're being wrong. And people are gonna be like, no, we're not blaming them. No, yes, you 100% would be blaming them because they're the target of your punishment. So even if you don't know you're blaming them, you're fucking blaming them. The blame gets pushed on to people that had nothing to do with it. And I'm sure they don't like the situation either. There are people that will take you out. This isn't an advocacy for violence. This is just the fucking truth. Also, you have a bunch of college students right now that are going and protesting. No idea why they're there. The one girl asked the other girl.
Do you know what NYU's doing?
The other girl says,
I wish I was more educated. I'm not either.
bruh. Like,
It's not, the best part is it's not just one of them.
oh,
I came from Columbia. I was there up at Columbia, and we came down. They said NYU students need our support. So I came down. I heard there's lots of cops.
Dumb bitch.
Oh my god. Well, you know, that's their parents' money,
Insane.
guaranteed. Let's be honest. I mean, who has the time
Lesbionics.
to go from Columbia over to another university to go and protest some bullshit that you don't even know about? I'm sorry, but I don't think she's doing this on her own dime.
yeah, it's crazy, and it's crazy to go live on television and admit to everybody that you're just stupid. People shouldn't be scared around you because there's protesters that think they're gonna get fucked up. That's also not okay. Violence is not allowed in protest. Destruction of people's property is not allowed in protest. Rioting, looting, and murder, battery are not okay in a protest. Understand? So what do people not get about that shit? But no. This is America, right? We come here and say, fuck America, death to America, and then we do whatever we want and fuck it, right? No. See, if you want to dish out punishments to people and you want to get shit in order, do it to the right fucking people and let justice be served. We have a lot of injustice going on around shit. There's a lot of information suppressed, you know, on a lot of topics lately, and there's a lot of allowance for one fucking side. A lot of allowance for one side, and not a lot of allowance for another. So that's not okay. Okay? That's not all right, dude. But we're not protesting that. No. We're protesting kill all the Jews, death to America. Look, man, everyone please open your eyes. If you're being dumb, please stop, right? That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Be left, be right if you want to, but enough's enough. There's a lot of intelligent people, and especially on the internet, that are saying a lot of stupid shit or making light of a lot of fucking horrible things. And if you feel like this, and you're not on their side fully, and you're speaking out against it, you're a terrible person, you're a racist, you're a bigot, white supremacy, you hate everybody, you want everyone. Where the fuck is that coming from? That's egregious lies. And what that is their side is expressing that constantly, and the other side is not expressing that constantly. You guys take it easy. Be careful out here, yo. Leave Asmon alone, man. Shit. He's just trying to game and talk with the boys, yo. See ya.
People like to be mad at you for some reason? The reason why people like to be mad about me, I'll tell you why. Okay? I will explain why people don't like me. Number one, I generally talk in a very confident way. I talk in a way where I believe what I say, and that makes people mad. They hate it whenever somebody says something with any degree of confidence at all, because they disagree with it, and they don't like that. That's number one. Number two, I believe millions of years ago, I had ancestors that were marauders, raiders, and general psychos. And at that time, everybody learned that those ancestors, the marauders, the ones that looked like me, you stay the fuck away from them. And if you see one of them, get him the fuck out of here. And so I think over millions of years of evolution, people have evolved to see me, my face, and have a fucking evolutionary holy shit from like millions of years ago, because my ancestors might have been marauders. I have never seen more people get mad just at the fact that I look the way that I do. I genuinely believe this. I do. Asmongold derangement syndrome, that's what it is. By your logic, then, the fat people were the lords that your ancestors attacked? Yeah, probably.